So my first question to you, who is Edgar Esteves
hmm
behind the video direction? Like when the lights, cameras, and everything goes down, who are you?
Oh man, I'm a motherfucking hustler. I'm just a kid who just be trying to, and it's funny because I'm a grown ass man, but I just feel like I'm still that same young kid who just wanted to do this shit for a living and was able to just cross that line a lot of people don't get to cross. And I think everything I do right now is a bonus. I feel like I wasn't really supposed to make it this far, but like I'm here now, so I'm just enjoying it and kind of seeing how far I can take it. So that's kind of who I am every day.
Dope, dope. I respect that. So how exactly did you fall
Yeah.
in love with video directing? Like, did you find this dream from a young age or like it came about when you were in high school? Like, how did this come about?
I think it really came from when I was like around like 10 or 11. I used to make like homemade videos with my best friends who actually, it's funny, they actually work for my company now as producers and directors. And we used to make little homemade videos in our neighborhoods. And I think that's when it really started because I learned how to edit on Movie Maker and direct, not direct, but like, shoot little clips on my mom's little small digital Zoom camera.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, one thing led to another. And then when I was in high school, I started like vlogging because, YouTube's came out. So I started vlogging and I always had a passion for music. So when I graduated high school, I already had that kind of like natural ability to edit because I've been doing it for so long.
Mm-hmm.
And so I basically started shooting, stuff from like local talent and music videos for free for like a kid who worked at a sneaker store with my best friend. And next thing you know, we just ended up fucking doing some epic ass shit. And one thing led to another, got better, learned a lot, did a lot of internships. And I think that's just how I kind of fell in love with, directing because, I kind of went through all the steps. I went from a photographer to at a nightclub to doing behind the scenes to doing club videos to doing small music videos to doing bigger music videos to doing the music videos I do now. And now I'm kind of like, diving into doing movies one day and stuff like that too. So it's kind of surreal.
So tell us about your beginnings in video directing. Like, what was the first video you ever directed, and how did that turn out? Like, tell us the early stages of your career.
Yeah, my first video I ever directed is and it's funny because the first video I ever directed, if I look back now in my life, it kind of sums up my whole life in one.
Mm-hmm.
I thought this kid who worked with my best friend at a sneaker store, his name was Jo, and I think he goes by 954 Jo now. And I saw him, and he had one song, and I heard it on MySpace, and I was like, "Yo, this is a hit record. Let me shoot the video to this." And I've never directed a video at that point. I didn't even have a camera, so the same best friend who worked at the sneaker store, his name's Ivan Barrios. He actually is a photographer for DJ Khaled and Jay-Z now. And that's my best friend growing up. He had a little camera, and then next thing you know, it's like, oh shit, um, we're about to shoot a music video to this, but I don't have a camera, so I borrowed his, and we did it, and we fucking, we thought we were the motherfucking illest,
Yeah.
and that was kind of the first project that we did. And then we are like, all right, cool, let's keep doing this, and then I think like 10 videos later, someone called me and says, yo, I want to do a music video for you. Like, I got $300. And I was like, holy shit, I got $300. So,
I know you came to America from Venezuela when you were like a year old, and your parents, you said
yeah,
they didn't speak like a bit of English when they moved. So, like, how did you stay
yeah.
focused on your dream despite such challenges, being considered illegal and things like that? Or,
Yeah, just kind of, my parents, God bless them, always told me, like, we're here to sacrifice, for you and your sister to have a better life and to go to college and to do all the things that we were never allowed to do.
Mhm.
So, just kind of having that, mindset growing up, you don't really take advantage of things, and you appreciate things in the moment rather than looking back at them in the past. So, and my parents are just good parents, and they just, shaped us really well, me and my sister, and um, that's why I love them so much. I always shout them out, and I always, show love to my parents because they really did help me, through some of the toughest, darkest times of my life.
Mhm.
Like any parent would, like
Yeah.
hopefully.
So, due to the fact that you were illegal, you said you couldn't attend school, like college. So, you pretty much had to teach yourself
Mm.
everything about video production. So like, was that process easy or
Yes.
really?
So once I got to high school, I had a full ride to go to any college or university I kind of wanted to because I did so well in my testing. And I actually had to turn it down because I was undocumented, so I couldn't claim the scholarships that I wanted.
Wow.
And long story longer, decided to take on some internships
Mm-hmm.
and go from there. And I actually got into a private university because my parents really wanted me to go to school because my sister but my sister went to an art school and she had like an exception and some guy like did all these stuff for her because she was such a dope artist, but I didn't really have that. So I went to this private university for like music recording actually.
Oh.
And when I was there, the first day I told my mom, like, I want to drop out just because I like I know like I can learn more, by really going out there and really just, taking this dream head on, and meeting people and networking because all the stuff that you're teaching me in college, I've already learned through YouTube, when I was in high school. So yeah, I dipped out and then I was like, yo, fuck it. And then I just kind of, I did 5 internships and 2 included music studios. One was a marketing company. One was me being a graphic designer, and one was as a nightclub photographer. And I kind of just figured out what I wanted to do. And then next, I kind of got, steered into directing.
Wow. So speaking of those internships, like how do you feel those internships shaped you into the businessman that you are today? Because I know you said you interned at a marketing company, Lex Promotions, and Mix Studios. So like, how did those help you?
Yeah, so that it really did shape me because, and granted, I didn't have my driver license till I turned 22, so I couldn't even drive nowhere. I had no car, so my mom would take me up and down places. My mom, I'm a grown ass man. My mom dropping me off at these places. I feel embarrassed, but at the end of the day, now I look back at it, it's like some of the best moments ever. But yeah, it is what it is, and it kind of just made me go out there and see, all right, cool. If you have challenges in front of you, how you can overcome them. And I overcame them, and now that's why I feel like I really believe that I can do anything, and I just have that self-confidence of stuff because I've already, been through some of the toughest times. Like that's real hard. You get me? Like, like what I do now is just easy. I make it look, but yeah, it's a lot of hard work too. Just not to, take away from the work. It's just, not having, not having resources and, not knowing where you're going to stay tonight. Like that's hard as fuck.
I feel you on that. Yes, I definitely understand. So coming up, as you faced failure time and time again, like what was that turning point for you that pretty much changed your life? And it was like, yes, I finally got my foot in the door and it's only up from here.
I don't even know how to answer that because shit, there's been so many times I just felt like, but I really do think it was when I directed my first like label music video. It's with an artist named Jake Miller that I believed in super early, and I was like his behind the scene guy. But then they gave me a chance to do his major single, and it was like a $10,000 video, and like that was the day like where I had a whole crew, and I wasn't just shooting just myself, and I was like, wow. And I directed everybody, and I led everyone into the right positions to do what needed to be done, and that's when I felt like, wow, I'm a real director. I have a whole team supporting me, and I got it done, and I crushed it, and everyone loved it, and from there, like I feel like I never went back.
Yes, your stories are amazing, I must say. Like they're very, very inspiring. So did you ever imagine yourself owning your own company?
Nah, actually I didn't. I think it just kind of came naturally because I got I was when I was 21, this production company approached me, and yeah, they kind of fucked me a little bit for a few years. And after that, I was like, nah, I want to learn about the business, and I want to learn about everything because I didn't have that knowledge. So I worked really hard learning how to start my business and doing it my way. And I'm so grateful that I did it early in my career because now it's turned into something, bigger than me actually. So, and it's been given opportunities for young directors to really, showcase their work and their talents and, to come up and to understand the system. So one day, hopefully it inspires them to create their own companies.
Yes, as they should. And like, I know you're really into motivational speaking and inspiring others to do better. So like, what would you say to those, like myself, who are young and trying to chase their dreams?
Yeah, just seek the passion and desire the passion of what you do. You should be wanting to do this, 12 to 15 hours a day and doing it every day for the rest of your life. And if that's not the thing that you're doing, then I would really recommend taking a step back and trying to figure out. And not everybody has those, some people don't have parents, some people don't have the things that others have. And everyone has their own path. So don't get discouraged, don't lose faith, keep believing, and just keep working hard, and, and stay determined. And if you could do that, I think anything else is possible. And, we all have different walks of life. And I think the things that happen are meant to be. So, it just keep working hard. And I know it's cliche, but, stay consistent, be persistent, seek what you want, let people know what you do, and dream in detail. You get me? Don't just dream a vague idea. Dream exactly, like when you see yourself being a director, think about the chair you're sitting in, think about the camera that you're filming on, think about the artist that you're working with, think about the set, think about stuff like that, and really envision it and manifest it, because everything's possible.
So my last few questions to you. I know you've done like a lot of videos, but like, what is your favorite video that you've directed thus far?
Honestly, last year I directed a video for Russ and Kehlani. It was called Take You Back. And I really do love that video because I really put like my own relationship into that. Like I was going through a relationship and I was kind of like ending it. And I really did put like, like the beautiful moments is kind of like what I felt like in the flower, like the moonlight with the city, you get me, was like inspired by a place that we thought about visiting. The walls burning in the hallways, kind of shows that, like, you get me, like, like kind of like the toxicness of the relationship. Her not being there on the other side, you get me, feeling like I'm talking to myself. That was like, I actually really like, I put like my relationship into a music video, and like it has like hundreds of millions of views or whatever it is, and it's just kind of funny to like, see that like my life, like it's kind of funny because like nobody knows that I did that. It's like actually the first time I tell anybody that I did that, other than like my friends and family.
My last question to you. So you own your own production company. You're one of the top video directors out, and last year you made the Forbes 30 list. So now that it's 2021, do you have any new goals set for you? Like, I know you said you're trying to get into movie directing, but besides that, anything else?
Yeah, my goal is just to see how far I can take it. I'm doing a lot. I also have my own music label, and I'm doing stuff like that. I have my own management company. I have my own equipment rental business. I got a lot of businesses, but the one I'm most proud of is Blank Square, because it opened up so many doors for all the other ones. And, it's been able to, give me a chance to really just go into anything. So I think this year is just going to be a fun year. And, I wake up every day and I have a different, approach to life, because, no day is the same. And I really do think like this year is just really about just seeing what I can do and how much I can do, and take advantage of the situation that I'm in. And, a lot of people are rooting for me. So, I want to show up and do what I got to do to, be the best and version of myself, and, make sure I'm good and happy, and, make sure I'm doing it with people that I like and I care about, and helping others at this point. You get me? It's really big for me to help others, and that who like I wish someone made my life easier growing up. You get me? But I had to go through certain things. So now that I have the opportunity to help others, it's an amazing feeling.
Explain this video.
That's funny. Yeah, that video is me shooting Lil Baby Everybody's video in Atlanta, and actually that clip went viral. And I think that was just me. Like I really love what I do, and I've been doing this for years, and it's funny because now I feel like people are just catching on. But yeah, I've been doing this for such a long time, and I really I love operating behind the camera as well. It's something that I did my whole career when I didn't have a team. So kind of just when I'm on set, I feel like I can't not touch the camera. But one thing is me just dancing and having fun, because I'm really just feeling the song and putting all my emotion to it. And I feel like if the song could be a person behind the camera, it would look exactly like this. And I think that's why the shot was so dope. So yeah, just putting that energy and that love into the shot. And and it's funny because there's like at least 100 people behind me that you can't see, and they're all like looking at me, laughing at me, whispering, making little jokes. And I really don't give a fuck. Like, I really don't. Like, at the end of the day, like, I'm here to do the best that I can, and I feel like that sometimes that's how I do it, and yeah. And then,
oh no, I love this video. It just showed, like you said, your emotion, how you're just so into it. I thought it was funny, but I definitely loved it. So yeah.
Yeah, no, that's literally what passion looks like. And it's funny, a gaffer recorded that, and I didn't even know he was recording. And he sent it to me, and then I just posted it up, and I'm like, oh, this does describe me, like, with making faces and being super animated on set, and just jumping up and down. And I'm more chill in real life, but when I'm on set, I'm a whole different beast.